Do you think it's okay for a 14-year-old to be able to get gender-affirming care?
A 14-year-old can get hormone blockers. That is the extent. Hello,
Yes.
my name's Eve, your local transsexual. I just wonder where you get this idea that like trans people are being indoctrinated.
Okay, so are you say you're transsexual or transgender? And tell me, is there a technical difference between the two?
Damn. Okay. Some people say that there's a difference. To me, there's no difference. So it's just either or.
Okay, so by a lot, what are your chromosomes? XX or XY?
Very strange question, but
Not
I
really.
think XY. I could be intersex. Who knows?
Okay, so you were born as a man and you are a man.
No. I was
Okay.
born as a man, and now I'm a woman.
Okay, no, but you don't become a woman just because you dress like a woman.
Oh my goodness. What about my hormones?
I don't become black. Do I become black if I wear blackface?
Good question.
That is a wild comparison, but hormones by themselves you can actively change.
But
By taking HRT, you can also stop taking the T suppressor.
But people are more than
eventually.
hormones. I mean, you have men with low testosterone. Those are called white dudes for Harris. You can have women with high testosterone. So testosterone, estrogen, and your endocrinology is more than what you are as either a man or a woman. There's brain size. There is how you process information. There is bone density, muscle mass. Every single one of your cells is either coded XX or XY. So let me ask you a question. If I wear a disguise or a costume, do I become that thing? For example, if I dress with a sombrero and start talking with a Mexican accent, do I then become that culture?
No, because that's different race.
Okay,
That's
but then wait,
very different.
why? How is it different? Because you're saying that if you dress a certain way and you present a certain way, you can be as you think you are. Why can't I also just choose what culture I am?
Because you're born within a culture, you're born with.
But you were born as a man.
Thank you, thank you.
But let him finish.
All right, fuck you. Anyways, sorry.
I'm sorry. What did you say? My pronouns are not F you, actually.
Oh, wow, thank you. All right. Anyways. There are many things collectively into a culture that has been built up over time, but not as much as, male or female.
Got it. So what is a woman?
What is a woman is whatever you want to be.
So anyone can be a woman?
Yeah.
Do you get a period?
No. Well, actually, yes. So, no.
Wow. Can you give birth?
No. But a lot of trans people that are on hormones do get PMS symptoms.
Right, but symptoms and is different. I mean, like moodiness or mood swings are not the same
Well,
thing.
yeah,
but
but
can you give birth?
Also, cis women don't always have to give birth. Cis women can also have PMS symptoms without getting a period.
Right. But you have to. So a woman can be whatever you want it to be. Is that correct?
Yeah, but cis women can also be and have all of those
So
things.
under that logic, can I become a bobcat or a giraffe?
I mean, if you want me to call you a bobcat, sure. I don't care.
So at some point, don't you see that it's probably a bad idea to give people the ability to identify whatever they want as just because they feel a certain way?
Why would it be a bad thing?
Well, shouldn't we have some sort of objective truth that male and female differences and distinctions matter?
There is no real male or female distance, especially in archaeology. A lot of...
Wait, there's no difference between men and women?
There are some, for sure.
Well, what differences are there?
I'm talking about, like, when you talk about brain size or skeletal bone structure or whatever, archaeologists, for example, have a very tough time distinguishing between male and sex, or male and female, I apologize. When you see the male skeleton next to the female skeleton, those are very different. Those are a range.
So,
everything else, most people are usually in the middle of
Here's the kicker. So you are a biological male. No matter how much surgery or hormones you take, you'll never be able to give birth.
Yeah,
So-
I'm okay with that.
Right, but so then what point is womanhood achieved then? At what point do you become a woman?
I feel pretty. Yeah.
So,
I can look at myself and not want to kill myself, so
well, hold on. So now we're getting to something. Maybe, is it possible that you might have other underlying mental health issues that you are then ascribing as transgenderism that you might not be
no.
treating?
No. I am being treated for other mental illnesses,
Right,
but
but
it is unrelated.
Are they unrelated, or is
Yes.
transgenderism a symptom of other underlying issues that I
No.
hope you get treatment for, such as depression, schizophrenia, anxiety, bipolar tendencies?
No. Don't have any of those, actually.
You don't have any, you mentioned you have other potential issues.
No, I don't have any potential issues.
No, you don't?
No. I'm just cool.
Oh, you're just cool. Got it. So let me ask one other final question. Do you think it's okay for a 14-year-old to be able to get gender affirming care?
A 14-year-old can get hormone blockers. That is the extent of what a 14-year-old can get. And that is completely irreversible. So,
Well,
you can get
you
hormone
mean
blockers.
reversible, but it's not reversible. But
It
first
is.
of all, in the no, it's
when
not
you stop
reversible.
taking hormone blockers, then your natural hormones come.
Puberty is not an assembly line where you just press a button and it stops. Secondly,
yeah.
that we are cutting breasts off of kids here in the state of Texas
That is not
illegally.
true.
Yes, a whistleblower, Dr. Ethan Heim, came out in Houston.
Ethan Heim.
Dr. Ethan Heim, and said that we are cutting the breasts off of kids irreversibly in Houston, Texas. Also happens in LA, San Francisco, Seattle, Portland. So it does happen. Do you think it should be illegal to say that kids should not be able to irreversibly damage themselves?
Well, even so, let's say a bunch of kids are getting gender affirming.
Thousands of kids every month.
Let's say. All right. That is a decision between the child, the parent, and the doctor. That has nothing to do with you. Why
it.
do you have a say in
So
that?
should kids be able to get tattoos?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Should kids be able to own AR-15s?
No,
Why?
because that is harmful. It can be
Oh,
a
so AR-15s are harmful, but cutting off your breasts or potentially castrating yourself, gender affirming care.
I mean, given that you're under anesthesia,
Do you understand the medieval horror that you're advocating for? Where we say, no.
Yes.
So a 15-year-old, puberty is not the problem. Puberty is the solution to the trans issue. Where that almost every young lady or young man will have some sort of anxiety of how they feel at age 12, 13, 14, 15. Maybe instead of telling them that they might be somebody in another body, we should allow them to continue to grow and develop into the body that God made them in, and say that puberty will actually solve the problem.
all right.
And I want to just close by this. I have a lot of compassion for you because you're going down a journey where you'll never actually hit your destination. Because
I'm at there. I'm right there.
well,
I'm at my destination.
you're at your destination.
Yes. I feel great.
Okay.
That's
Well, again,
That's literally all it is.
the studies show that over a period of time, you're going to keep on searching for more surgical interventions and more drugs.
No.
Where my hope for you is, I wish that you would live in the body that God gave you, not trying to declare war on the body that God gave you.
Okay.
And that's my hope for you.
Okay.
Because I think you will be a happier person instead of nuking your body with artificial hormones,
Okay.
pretending to be somebody that you're not.
I will say one more thing and I'll go. I don't believe that God makes mistakes. God created me as a male, and I want to be a woman. That is the same way that God created grapes but not wine. It is so that humanity can take part in the witness of creation, of transformation.
We're not called to transform our bodies. We're called to surrender to God and how God made us. But at what age did you think you were a woman?
16.
Okay, is there any part of you that said maybe 16-year-olds make bad decisions?
I mean, partially, yes.
Have
but
you ever
I've-
second-guessed your decision?
At first, sure. But after a year, no. Not.
Oh, you've only been doing this a year.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying a year around 17, I never second guessed.
I'm going to pray for you because you're
All
on a
right, go ahead.
you're on a destructive journey, and it's not going to end well. God bless you. Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
see ya.
Charlie is just another kind of mad, you know. Anyway, he's been sincere. That's the truth. If I'm to say anything, he's sincere. The thing is, you just can't wake up one morning and feel like I don't want to be a man anymore. I'm tapping out. I want to be a woman. And a few more minutes, you say, okay, I don't want to be a woman anymore. I think it's better being a man. Nah, we have to decide what we want to be. If you are born a man, and I think God does not make mistake based on what she said. So if he make you a man, it shows that is the best gender for you. If he makes you a woman, it's also the best gender for you. I don't know why I know this life, everything is prone to change, but not you trying to, make an irreversible decision. Say, formerly I thought maybe tattoo was an irreversible decision, but now I see that people can remove that tattoo. But chopping off what makes you a man or a woman, it's an irreversible decision because you only get that when you are experiencing your puberty. Something like, broad shoulder, the voice, puberty hair, and so many things that comes with, that men get when they're experiencing their puberty, and women get, breasts and so many other things. You see, these are what makes us unique, what makes us stand out from each other, and what makes us unique. It shows that when you see this person from afar, yeah, this person is a woman. When you see this person from afar, this person is a man. The idea of seeing a person and I'm unable to identify the person because I don't know if the person is either a man or a woman, and I don't want to hurt the person feeling by calling them the name they don't want to be called or the gender they don't want to be called, is kind of confusing. I feel the best thing is just let it be the way it's supposed to be. If you're a man, be a man. If you're a woman, be a woman. Like, it's nicer that way, and it's a little bit stress-free instead of confusing everyone or identifying as something that you are not. Anyway, it's a free word. You can do whatever you want to do with your body. But ask yourself this question: in 4 or 5 years, will I still be okay with this decision? And if you take that decision, try and prevent confusing. I will not say convincing because it's kind of, try and not confuse the younger generation to go into what you did or make them see the reason why what you did is perfect. Because to me, I feel it's not perfect. To me, I feel you are not comfortable with yourself, or you feel like you deserve more. I know she said she have a beautiful face, which I have no doubt the face is beautiful because there is no hair. She's just, looking like a woman. But it's like you lying to yourself. That is how I see things. Because now you cannot give birth. You cannot be pregnant. I don't know. Yeah, you can give birth. You can impregnate a woman, but you can't be pregnant. So why then do you want to look like a woman and can't be pregnant? Or you just don't want? I don't know. It's kind of confusing for me. I don't know what to really trigger people into doing things like this. But whatever trigger them, I just don't want to be involved in it. I just want to know that I just wish people would stop introducing this to students. Stop introducing things like this to students, to children. Let them grow. When they get to the age of 18, at least you can make some decisions that you can live to regret or live to accept. But this is beautiful. I want to see more videos like this. If you have any recommendation, let me know in the comment section. If it is your first time visiting the channel, click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and remember bless.